5 tips and tricks are something I do not see anybody talking about online, but they have completely transformed my life, and I know that by the end of this video, they're going to transform yours. The very first thing that completely changed the game for me for how I clean and declutter my home is to first identify which stage of life I'm at. So I developed something I'm calling the home flow framework, and this puts people into 4 different categories depending where you are in the stage of life. If you'd like me to do a separate video on that, I can break it down further. You are either in rescue mode, rebuild mode, refining mode, or rhythm mode. And so based on which mode that you are currently in your stage of life, you are going to actually categorize your zone cleaning and your daily tasks based on where you are. I have heard women talking about zone cleaning for so many years, and I'm a huge supporter of zone cleaning, but what they don't tell you is that zone cleaning is going to look completely different depending on the season of life that you're in. If you have a newborn, your zone cleaning is going to look completely different than someone who, like me, has kids who go to school. Now, the second thing that I've started to do that nobody has ever told me about is to create a workflow system or a system of what I like to call loops. Now, yes, it's called loops because it's something that I continuously do and I don't stop doing. So I have a loop for my morning routine, and then I also have a loop for my evening routine. And the reason that I call it a loop is not simply because I continuously do the same thing. It's called a loop because I physically walk or make a loop in the morning, and then I also make a loop in the evening based on the chores that I need to get done. So on a perfect day, my morning loop looks like this. I wake up, I use the restroom, I brush my teeth. From my bedroom, I then make a loop to my bed where I make my bed, and then from my bed I will walk over to my laundry room. In my laundry room I have the cat litter, so I will go ahead and I will scoop my cat litter, and then while I'm in the laundry room I will also toss in 1 load of laundry. Then after I'm done, I walk downstairs and then I empty the dishwasher from the night before, and that completes my morning loop. This is a combination of literally like 4 to 5 tasks, and they're done before even my kids wake up. I have my hygiene taken care of, my bed is made, I have laundry going, there's no smell from cat litter, and then I go downstairs and I unload the dishwasher and it's ready for me to load it throughout the day. I'm already so much more accomplished and I can start the entire day, and this literally took me 15 minutes. Okay, I can talk about the next hack for literally hours. This is something I call cut the fat, and this is where I take a look at my life and my schedule and the things that I'm doing, and I ask, where can I trim the fat? The number one thing that I stopped doing in 2025 is going to unnecessary beauty appointments. I still love to go and get my nails done because that's something that's important to me, but it was taking me literally 4 hours every 3 weeks, spending 4 hours between driving, sitting, and the cost, of course. It's just something that wasn't practical for my current season of life. With building a business, with being as busy as we are, with taking care of kids, those 4 hours could have been allocated elsewhere. So what I like to do is I will rave about really great quality glue-on nails. And I've been doing my nails as glue-ons for the past like 3 months. I've shared about it on my social media. I love to go to TJ Maxx. I'm on week 2. There is a special glue that really does a great job. Occasionally one will pop off. I just go ahead and glue it back on. They are so fantastic. These have come a long way. Now, the other beauty thing that I stopped doing is regular hair appointments. I literally pick a hairstyle that will last me a year. I found a hairstylist that really specializes in the grown out look. So she goes ahead and she just blends in my roots. And that way I can walk around with this for literally a year and it looks like it's natural grow out. Now, the next area where I cut the fat is grocery delivery. I almost seldom ever go to the grocery store in person, with delivery services like Walmart being my favorite. Then Costco also delivers. Target also delivers. There's really not even a need for me to step foot into a store. I used to think this was something that was super almost bougie, feel like they're too good to go to the stores, but let me tell you, this saves me so much time, but also so much anxiety, because for some reason the lights in the stores give me such anxiety and I feel like I'm in a box. And this also saves a ton of money because you're not distracted. So for instance, like today, I walked into Walmart because I had to actually physically go and pick something up. And while I was there, I was distracted by all the new food items that are there, like some kind of gummy popsicle. Because I was in the store, I saw that was extremely tempting to me and I almost purchased it. However, if I'm just shopping online and I'm placing my weekly order, I don't see all that extra stuff. I'm just getting what I need and the usuals that I need stocked stocked in my home. The other way that I've started to cut the fat is I schedule any appointments or errands on the same day. I no longer sprinkle them throughout the week. I set aside one day of the week to run all my errands, meet with the people that I need to meet with, go to the doctors that I need to go to the doctors, and every other day is completely off limits, of course, unless an emergency comes up. But typically I have one day in my week where I schedule every appointment, every meeting, every errand. I get it all done and I don't do it again till the following week. And then this one, of course, is my favorite because it's the hardest to do. It's just simply say no. If you made a plan and you made a schedule and you truly do need more time in your schedule, you need to learn to say no. And it's hard to say no to good things. When you start saying no to those good things that are unnecessary, you're going to start saying yes to the amazing things that are actually going to change your life. Now, this fourth point that I really don't hear a lot of people talking about is health. Your health is going to dictate the way that your home and your life runs. You know, I hear a lot of motivational homemakers who are like, just get up, just do it. Set your mind to it. It's really hard to tell someone who really doesn't feel good physically or mentally to get up and do something. I went through 2 years of an undiagnosed medical condition that really wreaked havoc on my home, on my health, everything. And for someone to come and tell me, just get up and do it, when I was at a point of throwing up every morning and just being dizzy and still having to go to work and still having to feed my kids and do everything, but my house was a mess, if someone came and said, well, you're just not motivated enough, that would have wrecked me. Because my health at that time, even though I did not know it, my health was dictating my home. And so this next point that I really don't hear a lot of women talking about is go get a physical, get your blood work done, get your hormones checked, get your thyroid checked. Are your vitamin levels low? Are your hormone levels out of whack? There are so many things that we as women, we brush off because we are just go. We want to get the job done. We want to be successful, but we neglect our health. And the fifth thing that I know is going to completely transform your life is to automate as much as possible. When I talk about automation, I'm talking about where you delegate something and it gets done. And the word delegation used to really trigger me because I would always assume that people are telling me
that it's so easy. Tell someone else to do it and it'll get done.
That's not what I mean by delegation. When I say automate or delegate your tasks, it could be something as simple as outsourcing your thinking to ChatGPT. The amount of times that I use my ChatGPT on a daily basis is embarrassing. But let me tell you, it has made my decision fatigue so much better because I don't have to think about everything. If there's a question, if there is research that needs to be done, I don't need to waste my brain power, my time thinking about that when I have a tool that's available to me that can quickly give me some things to look into or some things to consider. Now on my Instagram, I share a lot about how I use my ChatGPT on a daily basis as a mom. If you're interested, you can follow me on there. There are so many ways that as a mom, as a woman, you are able to use ChatGPT to really hone in on your skills of homemaking and to make it so much more productive and successful. The other thing that I really started to do in 2025 is to get cleaning robots. Yes, they are expensive, but there are some really great budget options on Amazon as well. And so when it comes to cleaning my floors, I simply don't do it. At least not to the capacity that I used to do it before. Because I want a clean home, because that's important to me, I went ahead and I invested in a Narwhal robot. This mops and vacuums for me. I was gifted a Dyson, which shows every amount of pet hair in my house, which I'm not sure how I feel about that. I have a Shark automatic robot vacuum upstairs in our loft because I like to see carpet lines after the kids go to school. I want to be able to automate as many tasks as I can. Of course, grocery delivery is that automation. I automate my pet food. So I use Chewy.com. I am not sponsored in any way, but I have a subscription service to our cat food, our dog food, our cat litter, and even their treats. That's something that even when I place my grocery delivery order, I don't want to think about the pet's food. That's already automated. It comes on a subscription basis to our home. And of course, if you're in a place where you can hire help, whether it's someone who comes every 2 weeks to do those deep cleans that you don't have the time for, or if it's having a college student come and be a home assistant where maybe they fold your kids' laundry for you, or maybe they just tidy up the kids' rooms, having someone come even even if it's for 2 to 4 hours per week, is going to be such a huge mental load off of you. Those tasks are going to be taken care of someone other than you. In the last year, I completely transformed the way that I think, the way that I live, the way that I manage my home, and there are so many more tips and tricks that I use on a daily basis that really help me function at my best. If you'd like to hear on any specifics, go ahead and drop those questions down below. I will try to break them down as much as possible. And if you really want me to hone in on the home flow framework overview for you so you can identify which mode of life you're in and how to build the best home management system for your current season of life, let me know in the description down below. As always, I hope this video helps you to be a better home admin. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing. I'll see you in my next one.